But the problem with the crypto community at large that I see is that it's fractionalized into all of these different tribes. And XRP community gets hit with this lawsuit and everyone else goes, oh, okay, it's just XRP, who cares? And that really bothers me because hardly any of them have bothered to look into the case. Hardly any of them understand what a precedent-setting case this is. The same goes with Library that I've mentioned. SEC is suing the Library Foundation for issuing the LBC token. And it's all the same thing. A lot of people turn the blind eye and they say, oh, it's just LBC. You know, why should we care? And it bothers me that we are not all united fighting the same beast. Crypto was created as a way to decentralize money, to give power back to the people. And what we're doing right now is ignoring when people are being persecuted in this community because it's not us. And I think we need to be joining forces.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. That was Naomi Brockwell. She's a content provider, someone I've admired for a very long time because of her strong advocacy for privacy. And I can tell you, the fact that she had John Deaton on her channel has a lot of significance. And let me explain why. You'll often find Naomi on the CoinDesk panels, and they're doing a lot of interesting discussions. I can tell you there's just not enough coverage from CoinDesk on the company Ripple or the digital asset XRP. When they do cover it, it is what everyone else covers. They never go into any research at all on the digital asset, unfortunately. And CoinDesk was acquired by the DCG group. That was founded by Barry Silbert. He did so back, he founded that in 2015, and he has a lot of investments in the space, more than 250. So he's very much influential. I just hope that some of her comments that she made in that particular time with John carries over onto the CoinDesk platform. Let me just show you why we really pay attention to Barry, because Barry said back in July 2019 that Ripple, the company, is their largest investment, and XRP is not on their conviction list of holdings yet. Super bullish on the company, neutral on the token as of now. So that was about 11 months after XRP's ODL, on-demand liquidity, was launched. Yeah, still early to tell. I can totally see that. But we've asked on numerous occasions what he thinks now, and he stays pretty quiet. I did find that in April, just after the enforcement action took place from the SEC against Ripple, he said that it would be risky for exchanges and companies in the United States to relist XRP ahead of receiving the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's blessing. So unless you have seen something else, I would love to know and put it in the comment section below. But I think that is the last public statement that he's made. All right, yes, even after all these years, these quick flips to red and then to green and then to red, yeah, they still take me by surprise. When I started to do the research this morning, everything was brutally red. And then when I went to record, it's like, okay, Bitcoin has decided to go bullish. And like a chameleon, 77 out of the top 100 by market cap followed. We've got a lot of gains happening. Quant, Mana, Atom, ICP, Chainlink, Secret, Dash, Harmony, Yearn. I mean, yeah, we're talking about gains that are, anywhere from 11 to more than 14% up. Just crazy. And let me show you what C3 Nick said. C3 Nick is a real OG in this space. And he said the fun part about owning solid long-term projects is this. If the market goes up, the portfolio grows. If the market goes down, one can buy more for a cheaper price. It's a win-win. If one can endure massive volatility and owns solid assets. I can tell you he is very successful at what he does. I've followed him for more than 4 years, and I think he is, has wise words. Okay, we're going to listen to Cathie Wood in this next clip that I found for you. She did this today. Cathie is from ARK Invest. Her team really does deep research, and they zero in on real quality products across the board, across many, many sectors. She makes some very interesting comments about blockchain. And I think what you want to take away on this one is listen to the word revenue. I think you should know the revenue status of all your holdings. You may not know exactly, precisely, because these private companies are not always transparent, but you should have some indication. Okay, let's have a listen.
And the last one, blockchain technology. We think that we're in a period of innovation that was the dream in the late 90s. But those companies were vaporware. They were based on nothing but eyeballs. We have real revenues. We have incredible growth rates. And if we're right and the economy has an inventory problem, then our growth rates are going to look far superior to anything you'd find in the value space. And we are really looking forward to that.
All right, I'm going to jump here to something that's very telling. This is Digivault, and they are a crypto custody leader. It was in December that they decided to add XRP. XRP turned out to be their 50th digital asset. So what took them so long? If they had 49 assets before this, well, it is in response, according to their article on their website, to the surging customer requests. Now, you have to remember that this company custodies assets for the institutional and accredited investors. That is where the big boys really have some significant impact on liquidity, supply, and demand. And obviously, they believe that there's going to be real price discovery when the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is over. And then I'm going to show you this, which I find fascinating. Okay, this is CoinMe. They secured 1.5 million from Ripple back in, 2019. This is a company that has a wallet. They have a kiosk that dispenses Bitcoin. And at the time, they had an ATM network of nearly 3,000 locations. Well, in the last 24 hours, we learned that MoneyGram has decided to take a 4% stake. Now, listen to this. This is where I think Ripple's strategy was well thought out in advance, and it's now starting to come to fruition. Check this out. This is from Holmes, the CEO. He says that the partnership complements their shared imaginative and prescient to broaden entry to digital belongings and cryptocurrencies. Now, prescient means having knowledge of events before they take place. So I am sure this is not cryptocurrencies. This is all about things that are tokenized into a digital belonging. And I'm sure that NFTs are just the start. All right, we are going to just jump to SBI really quick to tell you that the SBI Esports added a new team member. Yes, he is getting paid in XRP as part of his salary. And it's just fun to see the esports grow. It really is. You know, they're going to tokenize this team, which is truly interesting. They're going to turn it into a security token offering and go down the road with a one of the first tokenized esports teams, I'm sure, in the world. And if you are wondering about ISO 222, I just want to put it really simple in 3 sentences because I have a feeling this is being a little bit overhyped, all right? The ISO 222 compliance means conforming to future Swift message standard structure used by its members. All right, so this is important because in doing so, it will show potential to the distributed ledger technology interoperability to the world. This is all about a back-end system to be able to interface for things like embargoes, sanctions, fraud. I just feel like I'm hearing some people give the impression that just because the company Ripple, it's not the digital asset XRP, but the company Ripple is going to be ISO compliant, that they're automatically going to use the digital asset. That's just not the case. It does, though, provide that opportunity, definitely, but this is just a step. And I put a very good article that explains that. I'll be sure to put a link to this in the description below, and you can read how that step is one step closer to the interoperability, which is also stated in the announcement by Ripple when they decided to become ISO 20022 compliant. All right, do you remember Tyler Boone? He did these beautiful titanium necklace and earrings for me. Well, in June, he started this as part of his dad's business, and his dad has been working with the aerospace grade titanium. But Tyler has since moved out of state, and he is looking to grow his business and even take it to the next level. And I'll tell you, if you want to give him some help any way you can, I think that it will be an exciting endeavor for him. He has a real vision, and so he's got a GoFundMe page, or you can also go to his Twitter page and see if you can give him some help there. And in a little more community news, we've got Stetis, who created this new poster, which is the NFT version. I love it. It's just great. The silver looks very, very sharp. So the XRP Community 2022 NFT version. The ecosystem is really getting big and diverse. And jumping to the fluff, we've got the Sumo, the New Year's Basho or tournament starting this Sunday. And I just want to tell you that if you really want to hear someone who covers it well, that would be Jason. He does Jason's All Sumo channel. He's a hardcore enthusiast. He's from the United States, I think. It could be Canada. I'm not sure. But he's going to be only in Japan for one more year. So I really feel like this is every time that'll only be like, I think he said March of 2023. So that gives us only about 4 more tournaments that he'll be covering, 4 or 5. And if you have any interest at all to check it out, Jason is the one to follow. And this is, of course, Tanaka Tatsuya. He's my favorite miniature photographer. I just have to show you one tonight. This is so good. This is curling. Yeah, on the ice, right? Japan has a famous women's team. They're ranked number 7th in the world. And they drew Sweden for the opener at the Beijing Olympics, which I guess is a very tough team to beat. So that'll be a good matchup to watch. And then just a couple of days ago, Yasaku Maezawa returned from the space station, and he did a press conference. He's got a channel, by the way, with over 1 million subscribers, and he gets over 1 million views very often on his videos. He filmed much of his time on the space station. It's pretty fun to watch. But he announced in his press conference that he wants to explore the Mariana Trench. This is a oceanic trench, which is on Earth, the deepest part of the ocean. It's more than 6.8 miles deep, or over 10,000 meters, is it? Yeah, it's just incredibly deep. There is this deepest part right here called the Challenger Deep. And even if you put Mount Everest on the valley floor there, it would still be underwater. What I was amazed to see is that the temperature of the water is just 1 to 4 degrees Celsius, or that would be 34 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Not too cold. I would think it was going to be much colder, but I guess where it is located, which you can see here, here is Tokyo, where my mouse is. There is South Korea. Here's Taiwan, and the Philippines run here, all of the islands. So this crescent-shaped trench is incredibly deep. It was named in honor of the Spanish Queen Mariana of Austria, who married Philip IV in 1649. But these two plates that come together just create one of the deepest places in the world. And this is where Yusaku Maezawa wants to explore now. So he did the space with the space station. I think he goes up also with Elon Musk next year. Yeah. But some of the rarest and species of fish that we have never found are down in this trench. This is one that was found in 2017, 5 miles deep. Can you imagine? So yeah, I would love to see him explore this part of our ocean floor. That should be really amazing. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.